Stop. Okay, this is crazy, and you guys are very valid. So, hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jacob Williams. I am a professional music producer and composer, and today I'm actually filming this in the same day as my last upload that you guys probably just saw not too long ago. I really encourage you, both people who are new here and also people who have been around for a while, I really encourage you to watch that video because I am talking about the state of the channel and where we're going just direction wise and the things that we're doing, and it will explain why we're doing what we're doing in this video. So you guys have hyped up Jade for months now. I would say arguably since like September. I mean, I've never listened to a Little Mix song either, so that might even be worth checking out. But to my knowledge, Jade is a vocalist from the girl group Little Mix. I don't really know anything about that whole world or that whole thing to begin with. Also, for those of you who are new here, what I like to do is I like to use my producer brain and ears, and sort of as I'm listening to a song, I will stop. So pauses are imminent. I will break down what I just heard that sounds cool about this song, what I'm hearing that's sort of like working in the background, what's sounding like it's making the song kind of have its magic, for lack of a better phrase. That's what I really like doing on this channel, is sort of getting into the nitty-gritty as much as I can. I'm not perfect, I do mess things up, but it's always a nice experience and it's fun to be doing this with some of your guys' recommendations. Give some love to our patrons over here. These people are awesome. You guys are about to get a whole bunch of early uploads, especially since we're doing more shorter form content now. I really want you guys to know that. That's why I also want you guys to check out the last video that I posted. Really appreciate your guys' time. Let's go right into Angel of My Dreams, which I'm assuming is the first single from this album. That's Showbiz, baby. Again, if I like it, we'll definitely be checking out more of Jade, and give me your guys' specific recommendations. If there's even a song that isn't on that Showbiz, baby, I'd love to check it out. But let's dive in and see what's the hype going on here. What's the madness and why does it work?
Hey Mike, let's do something crazy.
Oh my goodness. Stop. Okay, this is crazy, and you guys are very valid. So was that a sample at the beginning, or was that a genuine like actual performance? Because I think what we're going to be experiencing here is definitely two songs in one, because that introduction had some spoken word snippets, but then it went into this very luscious like 2000s soul R&B type progression, type arrangement. Even all the instruments just sounded straight out of the 2000s, but with a big, bold, modern mix. Lots of great compression on there, lots of great boosts on the EQs, giving us a lot of high frequencies. And then we went into this pulsing, insane Charlie XCX style beat. Let's see what happens. It is so like, it is warming up in here, quite literally. I need to take this off. Wow. Okay, so loving the 4 to the floor beat, which is very common in a lot of house music and commonplace in a lot of pop, dance pop, electro pop, even hyper pop. Pretty much anywhere in the pop spectrum you will find beats like this, but I'm loving that rolling synth bass. It's very reminiscent of EDM and dance music, very inspired by that, arguably. And her voice is still singing, but it's very low. It's very club driven, right? It's got a lot of that sort of doubling, triple layered, lots of panning going on to add that just big anthem in the mix kind of feel to her vocals. And now we're going up into the melodic part. Loving the way that she sings this. I'm actually very much enjoying her vocal style so far. It's very rich. Like she doesn't sound too nasally. She also doesn't sound too open throat and gaudy. It's actually a very nice mix of different vocal styles in one, I would say. So that's a very pleasant thing to discover so far. And another thing, her voice carries a lot of power, even if it's not loud. Like she's able to vibrate certain notes at a very nice level where I mean it could just be the compressor settings, but I honestly feel like it's just her natural ability so far. So far that's what is amazing me probably the most about this. One thing I really liked about the lyrics, I know. So for those of you who are new here, actually, I don't really break down lyrics a whole lot. And my reasoning for that is I'm not a very lyrically driven person, and that hurts a lot of people's feelings, but it's true. I just like to be honest. I'm more into the music, and I actually hear it's mostly because I hear music first. It's like a auditory thing. Like I hear the music first every time I hear a song. So lyrics usually don't fully hit me, or the meaning behind them doesn't really fully hit me, or I don't really fully realize it until about like 3 or 4 listens later. In this in particular, when she says camera flashy, this is a cool songwriting technique where you make it so your lyrics don't really make a whole lot of sense. I know, just bear with me. You make it so your lyrics don't really make a whole lot of sense literally if read, right? But since it rhymes with the word in the next phrase, it feels right, and it actually almost kind of becomes like a new slang or a new way to like use certain words. It's actually very commonplace in genres like rap, but pop and club music definitely pick up on using more nonsensical lyric choices to bring out a lot of those sort of newer nuances. Because if she said camera flashes, it wouldn't really have that much of an effect as it does with the word flashy instead of flashes. Ooh, is her voice sped up? I want to say her voice right there is sped up, which is really cool if it is, because when you speed up a vocal recording, you can actually get really cool artifacts out of it, depending on how it's processed later. Unless she actually does sing like that, I'd have to watch like a live performance or something. But the vibrating of the artifacts and the way that her natural vibrato already sits sounds cool. It sounds like when you take a sample from soul music, put it in like a pop or a hip hop song, and like speed it up. Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot, but did you guys just notice that? So there's a lot of lower, almost talk boxy kind of like harmonies stacked behind her main vocal, and we're getting these really nice swelling little like DX7 keyboard lines. Like it just sounds like something straight out of the 90s. Nice format. Oh, with those little little vocal chops out in the musical space. Oh, that's amazing. This is literally a producer's dream right here. This is literally like a pop star going to a producer and saying, do whatever you want. Just here's my song demo. You pull out the musical toys and just do whatever you want. Because I'm hearing like just spontaneous harmony stacks. I'm hearing these chops. I'm hearing, oh yeah, let's just perform in here. Oh yeah, like it very much reminds me of the Charlie XCX like pop window, but just pushing a tad bit more mainstream, but it's still alternative pop. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry if I'm pigeonholing your favorite music, but I'm absolutely loving it. Just at least know that. It's hard for me to hear what this chord progression is, but it's reminding me of a chord progression that's used in a lot of you know what? It kind of reminds me of something off of Mayhem by Lady Gaga, which you guys really want me to listen to. I'm sorry, I've already heard the whole thing. Like the chord progression for Disease, where it starts at the tonic, goes down in almost the harmonic minor range, and then goes back up to the tonic and then down to the dominant really fast. So it's a very interesting chord progression that feels like it's kind of like pulling at you. It's kind of like just tugging at you. Oh. You guys, I'm gonna have this in my head like all day. I'm such a sucker for when like hip hop producers chipmunk like soul samples, but to hear it in like her actual like range, like where she sits, is so cool. Oh, lower harmonies are great. Oh. You guys know me. I love me a good formant. I throw formant on like 90% of my own music. It is so great at bringing out stuff in your voice that maybe you don't want to do or can't do. So the technology is really good at just opening up your like throat, for lack of a better word. Hit it, girl. Oh yeah. That was so good. That was so good. That hit me completely by surprise. I really wish, you guys, if I didn't go on that tangent like an hour or so ago, I really wish that I could sit here and listen to the whole album right now with you guys. But maybe we can pick it apart and listen to certain songs as we go, or do a special later on when I have the time and maybe we can listen to the whole album, because I felt like that was such an amazing song. Here's what happened. So I think Jade probably had that idea, like the main like soul breakdown of Angel of My Dreams, which was so great, by the way. It totally gave me like 90s like giddy early 2000s nostalgia, because I would hear music like that all the time. And it's just got this like big sweeping drum section that's actually skipping and doing lots of swing, lots of little triplet patterns like boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. And then hearing the chords descend with it and then rise back up. It was very emotional. And hearing her speed it up for those clubby sections was really cool. So I think what she did is she made that like soul like demo section and then took it to her producer, and they made like a whole like musical collage out of it. So made all the like clubby parts to just kind of add more alternative avant-garde element to it, make it a bit more uppity, and then use that soul demo as the intro and the outro to it. And I think it's cool. It's actually very tastefully done. I love having a bunch of genre diversity in here too. A lot of sort of noisy bits that transition us between different sections. And it's very creative, right? Because it's easy to just take that soul demo and be like, I'm going to make my whole song this. That's fine. You know, music is all about making creative choices and creative decisions. And I think that using it as a way to introduce a concept, like using one genre to be like, okay, I'm going to introduce my idea to you with this genre, and then spin it for the majority of your song into something else, is really fun. I think that's really fun. And having, again, just that diversity. This song alone showed me what Jade is capable of, and it showed me what her musical interests already are, like kind of a little bit about her DNA in terms of like what she wants her art to sound like. And that's what's so awesome about some songs, is they give you such a very complex window into what an artist like wants to do with their art. And I thought that was great. Thank you guys so much for making me want to listen to this for months now. I'm glad it's out. I'm glad that I have this song saved. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys for your time, and also for I'm hoping when I post that last video and this video, you guys are kind to me. But even if you're not, that's totally understandable. Thank you for your kindness. And let's make tons of great shared experiences going forward here, because I want to check out more music. I think doing it this way, where we just check out one song and I am able to just calmly break it down, I'm not in a rush, will give me a lot of opportunity to check out more of the artists you guys want me to see. So if you guys have anything you want me to see, want me to react to, want me to kind of give my take on with my eardrums, please put it below. And thank you guys for your time, and have a great rest of your day.